I'm doing my speech on violence and whether or not video games affect violence in teens. In 2006, 18-year-old Devin Moore was arrested in Alabama for car theft. The police officers took him to the station and gave him a room. Before they were done, Moore attacked a police officer, took his gun, shot him in the head, and then shot another officer. He then went down the hall to shoot another 911 dispatcher. He then grabbed some car keys, got in a police car, and drove off. But before this incident, Moore had no history as a criminal. They blamed this behavior on the game Grand Theft Auto because he played this game before the killings. This game has been known to where you kill cops and you steal cars. So there's obviously a correlation there. Now this was a terrible loss, but the court was wrong to assume that this one game could cause the death of 3 officers of the law. First, there was no defining study that connected violence and gaming. Second, they based the violent story off of a biased observation. And third, recent statistics have shown that video games have in fact lowered the crime rate. In 2005, kids 14 through 68, and I'm not kidding when I say through 68, this is a chart here that shows the breakup of kids, and so far it shows that a third of the people who play games are over 50, which I found interesting myself. And these kids, 14 through 68, were asked to play 56 hours of an online game called Ashen's Call 2, a game where players assassinate, ambush, vendettas, and battles each other in order to get personal gain. After this 1-month test, they compared the control to the other gamers, and they found no noticeable change in aggressive behavior. Another test was done, and it was reported in Psychological Science in 2001. In this test, they did 35 different studies, and they found that when kids play violent video games, their blood pressure and heart rate rises. This is also known as the fight or flight response. In this response, adrenaline is released into the brain. You can also find the same response in soldiers who've been in war while killing people. But one thing about this is the same response can be triggered by any slightly fun and dangerous activities, such as skiing, running, or motorcycling. During the trial of Devin Moore, they also stated that his violent behavior was because of this game, Grand Theft Auto. This assumption is based off of an observation, and observations in the real world cannot be taken as decisive proof. They might as well have said that he killed these cops because he loves the color red, or because he read one too many comic books while he was a kid. But as I stated before, most of these myths are based off of these coincidences between games and reality. Statistics have shown that while games have gone, the profit from games have gone up from $5.5 billion in 1999 to $9.5 billion in 2007. But meanwhile, the same time, the homicide rate has gone down from 1,763 homicides in 1999 to only 1,063 in 2007. This is about half of what it was 8 years previously. Now, like I stated above, you cannot make conclusions based off of observations. We can't prove anything, but I believe that the stats speak for themselves. For my last statement, the battle of virtual reality and how it bleeds into reality is just a mistaken observation on top of another mistaken observation. So I encourage you to find out your own opinion on this topic and do what you believe is best.